7th Annual REMI Awards, and we are at the Houston Yacht Club right now, sailing, and we are meeting actors and producers and directors from all over the world. And I'm talking to a couple of actors, and they are going to kind of give you an idea of what it's like being an actor. The first actor I have with me is Ken Vinsky, and I've done a few movies with Ken. So Ken, how long have you been in the business?
Hi. So 2011 was my first thing that I did, and it was in Contagion. And what was interesting about that was it was my first gig. I stood in line like everybody else for the casting call or the cattle call, and I kind of lucked out though. They got me a good part that was kind of a highlighted featured extra, and I got to hang out in the SAG, check in at the SAG tent my first time, and I got to experience the little extra taste of
wow,
the good life my first time in.
So how many movies have you done in those 3 years?
Actually, yeah, the Bay Area is a really small, close-knit group, and there's lots of opportunities. I meet some of the same people on the sets. I know them, and it just keeps on growing, and pretty soon, you just the networking. And
so how many would you say you've done in the last?
In the last 3 years,
I
have 12 credits.
Wow.
Since then, yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So that's inspirational for people who are just getting into the business, that there is work there. And, we're not rich. None of us are rich. But what is it that keeps you coming back?
The fact that I can still maintain my regular job, although it'd be nice if I could just use the acting full time, but everyone wants to get that good break. But what keeps me coming back is just the experiences that I've had. I want more of them each time it happens.
Yeah, yeah.
And you'll hear people joking about, oh, the food's great too, but
it's not about the food, it's
not
a passion.
about the pay at first. It's the passion and the experiences, and not knowing what scene you're going to be in with who right away on some of them, and they tell you to get off the set and they bring you back, and there's Joaquin Phoenix sitting in front of you, going to be in your scene, and you're doing lines with him. And then
I totally understand what you're saying, because I'm into the directing and producing now, and people are like, well, why are you acting? It's because it's something deep within you. When you're bitten by the bug,
bitten by the bug.
Bitten by that bug.
No,
you just want more of it. Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much for the interview.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, with me now is Dawuan Wallace, another actor. And Dawuan, how long have you been in the business?
I started around 2012. I just got out of the military.
So about 2 years.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. How many movies would you say you've done?
Including short films and full length, I'd say about 7 at this point.
Wow, in 2 years?
Yes.
And where do you get your work? Where San Francisco, LA, where do you get your work?
Mostly when I first started, it's like a lot is in the Bay Area. The Bay Area, Sacramento, it's a perfect place where if you're getting into the business and you're just looking for the necessary experience, short films, just independent projects, it's so much creativity. There's a lot of people there just doing little independent stuff, and you just kind of work on your craft and get better, and it's just a fun environment just being around so many different people.
Well, that leads to my next question. What keeps you coming back?
I tell you, when I first realized I loved acting, it was like the end of high school. I did this theater play. It was for Shakespeare. It was 2 weeks before opening night, and my drama teacher saw me do this, the Hamlet speech, To Be or Not to Be, and she asked me, Dawuan, can you do this role of the king? And I think it was called All's Well That Ends Well. It's 2 weeks before opening night, and that was the first time where it's like, I was real confident in the environment. I was just relishing being around different actors, and that was the first time I was like, I think I love this. It's cool. I think I'm onto something.
That is great. It's like every time I talk to an actor, they are so excited about what they do. And why is that? Why do you think that there's such excitement?
I can only speak for me, and from that night that I kind of carry on, it's this idea of just performance. This idea of you're in front of an audience, whether it's doing theater or film, and excited, you're feeding off of the energy. Just
Yeah.
once when
Yeah.
you're on film, and once they say action, and
Right.
your mind is concentrated on what you're doing in
Right.
that scene and trying to make it seem as genuine, as real as possible. Once you're locked in and you're performing, it's no
Right.
better feeling.
And you know when you've done a good performance.
Oh.
You just absolutely know.
You feel it.
I agree with you 100%. Well, here we are at the Houston Yacht Club, enjoying our day from the 47th Annual REMI Awards. And thank you so much to my guests, Dawuan Wallace and Ken Vetsky. I always get that wrong. Sorry if I messed your name up. Thank you so much.